and welcome back to Real Talk with Sam I Am, recorded on the road where the thoughts hit you before your coffee does and where the excuses don't survive the ride. Today's episode, we're going deep. We're going to be a bit uncomfortable, and we are 100% going to be honest. Because the hardest person in your life to be honest with is you. And the version of you that your future needs, he doesn't show up until you stop lying to yourself. Let's get into it. A lot of people think that their biggest enemy is their competition, or the economy, or their job, or their boss, or their bank account, or the people around them. Nope. Your biggest enemy is the story you tell yourself when no one else is listening. And your biggest obstacle is your own lack of honesty. Let's be real for a second. We all tell ourselves lies that feel comfortable. Either I'm trying, I'm doing my best, I'm staying consistent, I'm just tired, I'm waiting for the right moment, it's not the right time, or even I'll get serious about this tomorrow. That sound familiar? Those aren't truths. Those are cushions, soft landing pads for the version of you that's scared to level up. And here's the twist that nobody wants to admit. Your future is demanding. A version of you that you haven't even become yet. Your goals, they're not the issue. The problem is the person that you are showing up as. You want a better life? Great! But that life requires a better you. People pray for success while staying loyal to the habits that guarantee failure. People pray for clarity while protecting the chaos. People pray for opportunities without becoming someone who could actually handle those opportunities. Let me say something that might sting a little bit. You cannot stay the same and expect your life to change. You want a bigger life? You need bigger habits. You want a stronger future? You need stronger standards. You want to be elevated? You need to evolve. It's not spiritual, it's not motivational, it's not poetic, it's math. Your future is built by actions, not by wishes. And the actions come from the identity that you're honest enough to admit you haven't built yet. And this is where most people get stuck. They want the future version of themselves without letting go of the current version of themselves. You can't be both. You can't be the guy who sleeps in and the guy who leads the room. You can't be the guy who avoids discomfort and the guy who breaks ceilings. You can't be the guy who wants more and the guy who fears change. You can't be the guy who protects his ego and the guy who builds his future. At some point, you have to choose. Because here's the truth. Self-honesty is the bridge between who you are and who you're supposed to become. Let me give you an example. Every time someone says, I don't have time, what they really mean is, I don't have priorities. Every time someone says, I'm exhausted, what they really mean is, I'm uninspired. Every time someone says, I'm stuck, what they really mean is, I'm scared to outgrow my old identity. And every time someone says, I'm trying, what they really mean is, I'm avoiding the real work. This isn't judgment. This is real talk. I've had these conversations with myself, and trust me, they're not fun. But they're necessary, because nothing changes until you do. And I want you to think about this. The future you want, the money you want, the relationships you want, the peace you want, the success that you want, they all require someone you haven't met yet, a future version of you. A version that shows up earlier, focuses deeper, lies to himself less, protects his time more, accepts discomfort, says no without guilt, moves fast, thinks bigger, isn't afraid to evolve, isn't emotionally attached to his old identity. And by the way, this really works in every aspect of your life, every version of it. That version of you exists, but you'll never meet him if you're too busy defending the version of you that's keeping you stuck. Now, let me hit you with this. Your future self is waiting for you, but he can't move until you do. And the sooner you get honest about the gap between who you are and who you want to be, the sooner you close that gap. So I'm going to leave you with this challenge. Be brutally honest with yourself this week. Ask yourself, where am I lying to myself? Where am I pretending to be committed? Where am I choosing comfort over growth? What habit is beneath the level of the life that I want? What version of me needs to die before the next one is born? Because the truth, you already know what needs to change. You just haven't been honest enough to say it out loud. Your future is calling you to level up. Your future is demanding more from you. Your future is trying to come get you, but it can't until you stop lying to yourself. This is Real Talk, episode 4. In the next version of you, he's closer than you think if you're honest enough to go meet him. See you next time.